What do the Capital One Venture X, American Express Platinum, and Chase Sapphire Reserve all have in common? They're all premium credit cards that offer Priority Pass membership, a popular airport lounge access program. However, not all Priority Pass memberships are created equal, and recent changes have shaken up the landscape. In this video, we'll explore the new Priority Pass reality and uncover the best options for your specific travel needs. We'll dive into how each card's Priority Pass benefit stacks up, discuss recent changes affecting cardholders, and provide guidance on maximizing lounge access perks. By the end, you'll have a clear picture of which card offers the best Priority Pass access for your unique travel style. Let's take a quick trip down memory lane and explore the history of Priority Pass and how it's evolved over the years. Priority Pass has been around for quite a while, and believe it or not, it wasn't always tied to credit cards. In fact, if you wanted to enjoy the perks of Priority Pass back in the day, you had to shell out some serious cash for a membership directly from them. But then, about 20 years ago, Priority Pass had a light bulb moment, and it started partnering with credit card issuers like American Express. This was a game changer because it meant that you could now get a Priority Pass membership as a perk with certain credit cards. And when premium credit cards like the Chase Sapphire Reserve and Amex Platinum came onto the scene, this trend really took off. As a result, Priority Pass went through a massive growth spurt, expanding to over 1,500 lounges worldwide. They even started adding restaurants to their network to give members more options in airports that didn't have traditional lounges. Suddenly, it seemed like everyone and their mother knew about Priority Pass, which was great for accessibility, but not so great for overcrowding. Fast forward to recently, and we've seen some significant changes in the Priority Pass landscape. Amex, Capital One, and Chase have all pulled the plug on restaurant access, likely due to rising costs. On top of that, lounges themselves have started putting more restrictions on Priority Pass members, prioritizing their own premium customers. So what does this mean for you as a cardholder? Well, it depends on which card you have and how you like to use your Priority Pass. But don't worry, we'll dive into the best options available right now and how you can make the most of your membership. Alright, so now that we've covered the backstory, let's talk about the best Priority Pass options currently available. I've broken it down into 3 main categories to make it easy for you to find the perfect fit. First up, we have cards that offer unlimited Priority Pass guests, like the Capital One Venture X. This is a fantastic option if you often travel with family or friends because you can bring them into the lounge with you at no extra cost. Plus, if you add authorized users to your Venture X account, they'll get their own unlimited Priority Pass membership for free. Talk about a sweet deal. Next, we have the Chase Sapphire Reserve, which is an excellent choice if you frequently fly through airports with Chase Sapphire Lounges. Unlike other Priority Pass memberships, the Sapphire Reserve allows unlimited visits to these premium lounges. While the locations are currently limited, Chase is expanding to more airports, so keep an eye out. The best part? These lounges are likely to be less crowded since most Priority Passes are limited to just 1 visit per year. Lastly, if you're someone who only needs lounge access a few times a year and doesn't typically bring guests, a card with a limited number of free visits might be the way to go. The US Bank Altitude Reserve is a solid option in this category, offering a set number of free visits per year. It may not be as comprehensive as unlimited access, but it can still provide a nice airport oasis when you need it. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but what about my trusty Amex Platinum? Well, unfortunately, the Priority Pass membership that comes with the Platinum card isn't quite as valuable as it used to be. With the loss of restaurant access and increased restrictions, you might want to consider exploring other options. Of course, there are some grandfathered options out there, like the Ritz-Carlton card, that still offer great Priority Pass perks. However, these cards are no longer available to new applicants, so if you don't already have one, you'll need to look elsewhere. At the end of the day, the best Priority Pass option for you will depend on your individual travel needs and preferences. But by understanding the current landscape and weighing your options carefully, you can ensure that you're getting the most out of your membership. And who knows, you might just discover a new favorite lounge along the way. Now that we've gone over the top Priority Pass options, let's talk about how you can maximize the value of your membership. After all, what's the point of having lounge access if you're not making the most of it? If I had to pick one card that offers the best bang for your buck, it would hands down be the Capital One Venture X. With its unlimited guest policy, you can bring your whole crew into the lounge without worrying about extra fees. Plus, the ability to add authorized users who get their own Priority Pass membership is a game changer for families or groups of friends who travel together often. It's like having a buy one get one free deal on lounge access. But what if you're not a frequent flyer with a big entourage? Well, that's where the Chase Sapphire Reserve comes in clutch. If you live in or often travel through a city with a Chase Sapphire Lounge, this card is a no-brainer. You'll get unlimited access to these swanky lounges, which are likely to be less crowded than other Priority Pass locations. Since most memberships only allow one visit per year, it's like having your own private airport oasis. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but I only travel a couple of times a year. Is a Priority Pass even worth it for me? If that sounds like you, don't worry. There's still a way to maximize your lounge access. Consider a card like the US Bank Altitude Reserve, which offers a limited number of free visits per year. This way you can still enjoy the perks of a lounge when you travel, without paying for a membership that you won't use often. But what about those of you with Amex Platinum? I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the Priority Pass membership that comes with this card isn't as valuable as it used to be. With the loss of restaurant access and increased lounge restrictions, you might not be getting the most out of your membership. It might be time to consider switching to a card with better lounge benefits. At the end of the day, maximizing your Priority Pass comes down to understanding your travel habits and choosing a card that fits your needs. If you're a frequent flyer with a big family or a group of friends, the Venture X is a clear winner. If you often travel through airports with Chase Sapphire Lounges, the Sapphire Reserve is the way to go. And if you only travel occasionally, a card with limited free visits like the Altitude Reserve might be just what you need. While Priority Pass is certainly a popular way to gain lounge access, it's definitely not the only game in town. Let's take a quick look at some other options that might tickle your fancy. First up, we have airline-specific credit cards that come with their own lounge perks. Take the Delta SkyMiles Reserve, United Club Infinite, or Citi AAdvantage Executive, for example. These cards often grant you access to the Airlines exclusive lounges, which can be a real treat. Think fewer crowds, more exclusivity, and that fancy feeling of being a true jet-setter. Next on the list, we have the American Express Centurion Lounges. If you're an Amex Platinum, Business Platinum, or Centurion cardholder, you're in luck. These lounges are known for their top-notch food, drinks, and amenities. Plus, Amex is expanding to more airports, so you might just find a Centurion lounge at your next destination. Just keep in mind that they can get a bit crowded at times. Now, if you're more of an infrequent traveler or simply don't want to commit to a premium credit card, day passes and paid memberships might be the way to go. Some airlines and lounge networks offer these options, giving you the flexibility to pay as you go. United Club Day Passes and Plaza Premium Lounge annual memberships are a couple of examples to consider. So how do these options stack up against Priority Pass? Well, Airline-specific and Amex Centurion Lounges often offer a higher quality experience, but they have more limited locations. Day passes and paid memberships can be more flexible, but they might not provide as much overall value as a credit card with built-in lounge access. In conclusion, the world of Priority Pass and airport lounge access has undergone significant changes in recent years, affecting popular premium credit cards like the Capital One Venture X, American Express Platinum, and Chase Sapphire Reserve. By understanding the current landscape and the unique benefits each card offers, You can make an informed decision about which one best suits your travel needs and preferences. If you're a frequent flyer who often travels with a group, the Capital One Venture X's unlimited guest policy might be the way to go. For those who frequently pass through airports with Chase Sapphire Lounges, the Sapphire Reserve could be the ideal choice. And if you're an occasional traveler, a card with limited free visits like the US Bank Altitude Reserve might provide the perfect balance of lounge access and value. Ultimately, the key to maximizing your Priority Pass membership is understanding your own travel habits and choosing a card that aligns with them. By doing so, you can unlock a world of comfort, convenience, and luxury on your next airport adventure. And once you decide the best credit card for you, here's the best day to pay to watch your credit soar.